Greetings, brothers and sisters. Welcome to our YouTube channel. It has been a while since you've heard me because I am busy writing some books, which will be released quite soon. Anyway, at this point, we would like to talk about this year, 2022. You can like, subscribe, share, all that. Now, it is important to note that 2022 is the year of the water tiger in Chinese astrology. Water is good, but it can bring on a disaster if left unchecked. The tiger is a fierce but careless character. In Tiger Year, it is quite clear that world leaders tend to find themselves behaving like tigers. Indeed, most people of all nations will take on a tigerish persona, which means that just like the tiger, people in Chinese astrology, many world leaders will tend to make very expensive mistakes, which could lead to disaster and the gruesome shedding of innocent blood. Now, Russia and Ukraine find themselves in this unholy predicament, and civilians are caught in the crossfire. Meanwhile, America, a country who has built its economy by making and selling arms to the highest bidder, has subtly created a platform to advertise its weaponry and test them against Russian forces. However, they don't intend to start a nuclear war, but anything can happen, seeing that President Putin, born in the year of the dragon, will not tolerate defeat. The dragon personality tends to burn his bridges, so there's no way back for him. He will press forward in battle no matter how many men he may lose. Meanwhile, Joe Biden, a horse personality, will pay a price as well. Russia is the world's leading producer of wheat, a grass that no horse could do without. Americans and the rest of us soon would not be able to buy bread, or it may simply be too expensive to make with the absence of Russians' wheat fields. Moreover, Western European countries who depends on Russian gas and oil will be crippled if Mr. Putin turn off his pipeline to Europe and ban his ships from carrying oil to the Americas. And so the war in Ukraine is itself an ambush to the rest of the peoples of the world. For 22 is the number of ambush, and 2022 is indeed a blind year, an ambush year, a European tribal war in the making, an event that paves the road for a third world war. Those of you who think that COVID disease is over. You better think again. A new wave is hitting China and surrounding countries as we speak, and this is cause for alarm. Some smaller COVID rascals may be teaming up this year to form an unholy alliance, a super COVID disease. It is as if they have a central brain teaming up to form an invincible connection. This great strain, if we don't take the necessary precautions, could put millions of people under the ground. As you can see, 2022 has begun with a hell of a show. The most unpredictable year we have seen. A year we could expect any unexpected crisis. It is indeed a very blind year. Predicting what will happen next would not be truly possible. Will there be a tsunami, a major earthquake, a hurricane of high magnitude, the crash of world economies, a clash between NATO and Russia? We don't know. We all just need to watch and pray. 100 years ago was the last ambush year, the year 1922. We examined the history of that year just to get another clue. Apparently, the expensive mistakes people in science made in 1921 blew up in their faces in 1922. Now check this, for it is true. There was a continuing conflict in Europe after the First World War. The Greco-Turkish War of 1919 to 1922 was fought between Greece and the Turkish national movement during the partitioning of the Ottoman Empire in the aftermath of World War I, between May 1919 and October 1922. A lot of people were killed indeed. In 1922, there was a devastating storm. The Swato typhoon caused many thousands of deaths in the Chinese city of Swato, now called Shantung, in August 1922. It was one of the deadliest typhoons of all time. It was formed in July 27, 1922, and lasted until August 3rd, 1922. The first conservative estimate said 50,000 people lost their lives, but later it was realized that over 100,000 people lost their lives. In February of 1922, the Italian-built hydrogen-filled U.S. dirigible Roma exploded in Hampton, Virginia, killing 34 of the crew of 45. After the disaster, hydrogen, which was much cheaper than helium but highly flammable, was no longer used in U.S. airships. And so it must be said that many people were sacrificed for scientists to realize that aircraft were running on the wrong fuel. An ambush year is like that, my friends. It's a universal blind spot. So please, pray at your individual prayer time. Have no expectations in order to not be ultimately disappointed. This year will come to a close eventually, and believe it or not, the God and Goddess of the universe will not let us all decay nor rot. Don't break the laws of life, for you are sure to get caught. This, my friends, is wisdom unveiling. Now, brothers and sisters, Again, we're here to big you up on our YouTube channel, the Majesty YouTube channel. Remember to like, subscribe, etc., etc., etc. Let's give you some predictions, some individual predictions for people for the year 2022. If your Western birth sign is Aries, it is important to note that in African astrology, you are called Ashanti. Now, Ashanti is a major tribe in Ghana. Your tribal predictions are as follows. Ashanti, March 21 to April 19. The golden stool of Ashanti represent the glory that will actually mystically comfort you this year. Avoid worrying. Accept reality. Forgive yourself and others. Let go of hatred, malice, doubt, and fear. Your Ashanti ancestors will enlighten you now, saving you from disorder and strife. God Almighty have preserved you. Along with Mother Nature, He has given you life. Don't fear the new diseases in the world, nor the bombs of war, the gun, nor the knife. The planet Jupiter will influence others to help you by mid-year. If you are able, please visit the sea. Drink Irish moss often with soya milk and honey, and you'll feel the benefit of good health eventually. Rain clouds will fill the skies sometime in June. It will mean that prosperity is coming soon. So please, catch some of that holy rainwater. Take a bath without using any soap. It will remove any blockages. After that, go do your work. For good money, you will actually be earning. If they call you Taurus, remember it is important to note that your tribe is Mandingo. Mandingo is the biggest tribe in Africa, a tribe found in many countries like Gambia, Guinea, Liberia, Mali, Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, Senegal. Mandingo, April 20 to May 20. This year, 2022, could be a good year for you. Take a 30-minute walk every morning. Drink plenty water and eat only the things that you are sure that is wholesome and good. You'll see what mild exercise and eating properly can do. Between February and April, a fiery comet will pass through the belt of Taurus, influencing an entire constellation of stars. This will no doubt cause some volcanic eruptions on certain planets, especially Jupiter, and a series of earthquakes on Mars. When this happens, Mandingo people will be suddenly disoriented, especially those driving at high speed in cars. Worse yet, if they are in a smoky environment or those smoking cigarettes or cigars. The truth is, 2022 is a year you should spend as much time as possible in the safety of your home. Avoid meeting people at nightclubs or in bars. By October, you may experience a feeling of hopelessness. However, things will improve by and by. By late November, you will have some success, but it comes as a result of your efforts or hard work. It is not a pie in the sky. If you drink alcohol daily, you are fooling yourself. Protect your liver. Save your kidneys. Drink vegetable soups with cloves, lentil peas, carrots, and parsley regularly. If they call you Gemini, it is important to note that your African tribe is Yoruba. Yoruba is a most powerful tribe out of Nigeria. Yoruba, May 21 to June 21. It is important to note that Yoruba is the priesthood tribe of Africa, Al-Kebelan. My dear, if you don't know your virtue and power, you've missed the whole point of why you are here. Your prayers affect everyone around you, especially when you pray at your prayer time. You are not just a mortal individual, you are plugged into the cosmic, universal, ancestral wise mind. 2022 is a foggy year. It wouldn't suit you to be bold, but spiritually blind. Pray daily at your prayer time. It will open your third eye. Pay attention to your many dreams, and you'll see what's coming every time. The nation needs you to be ever spiritually present. Your talent of cosmic communication is rare, but so beautifully sublime. Anyway, by mid-year, things will be looking great. You'll actually be getting important things done. However, some bad news is expected in November for many of you. It will make you sad. You can't do anything to prevent it, so leave it to Father God. By year end, if you have any difficulty, fasting will bring about a welcome change. Remember, Almighty God, Father Time, is the Supreme Master. Trust Him and pray daily, as nothing can escape His range. If they've been calling you Cancer all these years, forget it. In the African world, we call you Fulani. Fulani is a beautiful tribe out of Kenya. Fulani, June 22 to July 21. The classic willpower of Fulani will be put to the test fully this year. Temptations will appear out of nowhere, but you must be firm and have willpower to spare. Make sure no one could provoke you to lose your temper or lead you into temptation through sex. It is the devil's trick to expose you. Bear this in mind anytime you get vexed. On the other hand, you should play a comforting role to the weak and vulnerable. Those who reach out to you in need should be given care. This year you will receive a universal blessing which is rare. People will notice the glory of enlightenment in your face. It is a blessing from God to your personality and the approval of wise elders long gone but ever present from your race. Sometime in late August, there will be a rare aquatic event happening in the South Atlantic under the sea. It mirrors an event happening about 7 light years in outer space in our Milky Way galaxy. You may experience an emotional unsteadiness, but no harm will be done. But your healing abilities will come into focus, and you should use it to heal yourself. If you have any kind of sickness or any reason to question your good health, soak both your feet before bedtime in Epsom salts and very warm seawater. It will help you immediately. 2022 is a good year to do farming. fishing. For even as the ocean is wide, deep, and free, this year should bring peace and happiness to you as long as you are a kind-hearted Fulani. If they call you Leo, we do declare that you are Judah, a tribe out of Ethiopia. Judah, July 22 to August 21. If you are a Leo, the Bible says you are a lion of the tribe of Judah. You are the main cornerstone of prophecy and the chief leader of all humanity. Out of the tribe of Judah came King David, King Solomon, Emperor Haile Selassie, Fidel Castro, and Marcus Messiah Garvey. So stand up and be counted. You are in very great company. Now, we have said that 2022 will be a year of difficulties no psychic can actually predict. 22 is a number of ambush, so stay alert. Everyone must be careful. This, brothers and sisters, is no trick. An unusual planetary alignment in the Milky Way in early August will place you for a productive year, especially if you could ignore disrespectful people and remain focused. Let no one set you up for ambush. Don't expect everyone to be fair to you. People are all different bundles of mixed up moods and attitudes. Astrologically, you are of royal blood. Sit on your throne and rule over your emotions wisely. And believe you me, by year end, you will have a whole lot to thank God for. By mid-November, you'll hear great news. Something in your favor will be happening. And this is true. It appears to be happening out of the blue. All I can say to you, it will come at a perfect timing. If they call you Virgo, it is important to note that you are Igbo, a great tribe out of Nigeria. Igbo, August 22 to September 22. This year, the year of Chike, the tiger, is a year to build up your faith. You may be constantly tried and tested, but as long as your thoughts are clean, you will be protected and defended. It is vitally important that you avoid being vindictive, revengeful, or mean. It is a year to remain absolutely positive. You will be punished, possibly by sickness, if you are negative in outlook or even in between. By your daily actions this year, life will either be a nightmare or a pleasant dream. If you don't have integrity this year, by year end, you are going to scream. For nothing that happens to you from January to June will turn out to be what it at first seemed. In a blind ambush year such as this one, only your very best behavior would help, in my view. What goes around comes around. So be careful what you say to others and what you do. By late October, if your behavior is in good order, you may be smiling all the way to the bank. Your hard work is set to pay off handsomely, and you will have only God to thank. Somewhere in the month of June, you may be affected badly by Mars with its unusually red blood moon. But nothing can beat a positive attitude, so you will overcome rather soon. Psalms 72 and Psalms 45 could help you right through the year. Just pray these Psalms at your prayer time daily. Trust God and have no fear. If they call you Libra, it is important to note that in the African world we call you Wolof, a wonderful tribe out of Senegal. Wolof, September 23 to October 22. First, I want to make it abundantly clear that people born under the sign of Libra are much more powerful than they appear. For me to not highlight this fact would not be fair. Wolof people rotate the wheels of universal justice. For them, it is a hidden career. So when we speak of Wolof, don't just see them as an African running with a spear. If you are Libra, whether you are a child or an elder, hang in there. According to the Bible, Libra of September is the juryman, Issachar, and Libra of October is the great judge, Brother Dan. In African astrology, you are both listed as the tribe of Wolof, a native tribe from Senegal, a wonderfully made African. It is important to note that your prayers actually helped to save planet Earth last year from a big meteor that once lit up the Milky Way like the sun. This big rock missed planet Earth by a minor degree, close by meteorological standards. But Earth's inhabitants were so distracted by COVID that scientists held their breath and never raised any official alarm. Thank you, my Wolof brothers and sisters. Without your prayers, we may have suffered great harm. 2022 is another year we need all the help we could get, including your prayers. Earthquakes are due in many places, and this has aroused many fears. Some doomsday prophets have predicted the worst, but we refuse to allow such prophecies to unfold. 2022 will be a good year for Wolof overall, and you have the safety of planet Earth to uphold. If you are Scorpio, you are listed in the African world as the tribe of Maasai. Maasai is a wonderful tribe out of Kenya. Maasai, October 23 to November 21. For Maasai, 2022 promised to be a war year. Be careful not to let down your guard. All kinds of negativity will test you. You may have to defend yourself, but pray at your prayer time. Don't break the law. You will be punished severely if you use violence. If you hurt anyone, you will be exposed. Your actions will be very easy to trace. The whole situation will undoubtedly blow up in your face. 2022 is plagued by the spirit of ambush, a trap to bring hot-headed people to instant disgrace. However, should you manage to control your temper, it will pay off great dividends just the same. Those who try to incite you to anger will bring themselves to shame. Some people will behave as though bringing out the worst in you will earn them some kind of recognition or fame. But if you are slow to anger, their plot will fail and you will win in any court and clear your name. Yes, others will play you like a game, but don't react. It is a trap, a very horrible sport. Spend as much time as you can with family members. Avoid parties and social gatherings. Those are fertile places for any plot. By the beginning of next year, you will have saved yourself a lot of money, believe it or not. But remember, if you break the law this year, you will get caught. Sagittarius. If people call you Sagittarius, fret not, that is not who you are. In the African world, we call you Kikuyu, the tribe of Kikuyu, a massive tribe out of Kenya. Kikuyu, November 22 to December 21. The year of the tiger, Cheke, 2022, is the kind of year you have never had before. There is a universal game being played among the planets, and no one can guess the score. You are now at a crossroad, a turning point, to place you on the right or wrong side of history. It is a time for you to be as honest and true as you could ever be. Start out by taking a regular journey to the sea. First, avoid becoming a hater. It will destroy your chances for prosperity. Speak to people you normally don't speak to. Deal with humanity with sincerity. In that way, you will be spared from being ambushed. It is a serious part of this year's game. Stop thinking that you know what others are thinking. You are all God's children the same. If you think you are any better than others, you should be ashamed. By mid-October, you will feel the burdens lift up from your shoulders. You will be free. By the end of November, you will be a happy person. You'll begin to feel God's inner beauty, blessings, and prosperity. Pray at your prayer time and you will benefit. Wisdom will flow in your direction eternally. At the end of the day, you'll be blessed for everyone to see. The key to getting ahead this year is love. Treat people properly. Capricorn. If they call you Capricorn, hey, we know that you are Bale, a wonderful tribe out of Ghana. Bale, December 22 to January 20. This year of Cheke the Tiger 2022 is a time for you to make money without necessarily having a boss. Figure out how you could create something to sell that people would need and love, and you'll never operate at a loss. Some people want God to make them prosperous, and they will bring down Christ off the cross, saying they have a block and can't get ahead. This kind of thinking have a serious cost. You have imagined that someone have the power to prevent you after God has given you life and a brain. Some of you would not even plant a kitchen garden or a fruit tree, although Mother Nature has given you rain. Some of you would trust only chemical medicine, refuse to use herbs, and die miserably in pain. Change your thinking, Bale, my people, and you would have so much more to gain. By May and June, there will be a change on all planets, on Earth, by the influence of the moon. Herbal medicine will be twice as powerful. Don't wait until you are sick to benefit. Drink a cup of vervain daily and cheer up. Stop looking so pitiful and sorrowful. Start soon. Imagine how strong you would be if you drink a different herb every 6 hours each day. Imagine how much you would gain by actually doing something about your lack of money and not only kneel down and pray. Heal yourself. Eat properly this year. Ambush any coming unknown sickness, and for sure, you will lead the way. If you are Aquarius, we call you Shona. Shona is a beautiful tribe out of Zimbabwe. Shona, January 21 to February 19. This year, 2022, will be a time of renewal for the Shona person. It is a time to do God to man contact. Pray at your prayer time. Do some fasting. Draw closer to God and Mother Nature, the great universals. New knowledge will reveal itself to you. If it is not God-given knowledge, you will know that too. It is a time to read books, including the Bible. Ask questions if you don't understand the written word. Have a change of heart concerning people. Treat everyone properly. God's commandment could never change. The human being is much more in God's eyes than a bird. In the middle of February, a comet will pass near Orion's belt, giving the people of Shona a great boost of energy to perk up your health. By late April, you will be getting reliable ideas that can improve your cash flow. Some of you are bound to increase your wealth. It is important that you take the truth seriously when it comes and not be quick to doubt whatever manifests before your eyes. It is important for you to acknowledge what is real, or you will fall prey to Satan's lies. Pisces. If they call you Pisces, we know that you are Zulu, powerful tribe out of South Africa. Zulu, February 20 to March 20. 2022 is set to be a fairly good year for Zulu people, but it will be even better if you pay special attention to old people. Comfort them, give them care. The blessing of our elders will take on a higher meaning, especially for Zulu people who do care, giving us a career. All this happens because of a newly found star that appeared in the constellation Pisces. Astronomers said it relates to older people and the power of their words. You might as well take advantage of this phenomena that may never happen again in our time. Take care of the needs of your elders. Be good grand and great-grandchildren. By September, Zulu people will find themselves having great visions and dreams. Buy a dream book so you could figure out what the ancestors are telling you and not just what it seems. This is a good year for Zulu people to work out in teams. Sila. On the next episode, we will give you the forecast for the people of Abasi, people of Bandele, Cheke, Daudi, Ihioze, Fadil, Gamba, Hakizimana, Ibrahim, Jabarai, Kamau, and Lisimba. So, it's coming up. Stay tuned. This is King Majesty here. Like, subscribe. Stay with us.